Okay.
Doctor, your website also talks about DC vaccines and personalized cancer vaccines. Can you explain what those are?
Okay. When we draw blood to obtain these blood elements that I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
platelets or white blood cells, dendritic cells, and so forth, we develop what we call the dendritic cell vaccine. The, the, the term is used more because it's used than a real technical situation. It's not really a vaccine. What you do is we have a way to to have checkpoints around our body to see what's going on. Those are the lymph nodes.
Okay.
The lymph nodes will contain great amount of something called dendritic cells. Those dendritic cells, dendritic are elongations of the from the center of the cell outward, very much like a spider. Okay, so they look like spiders, and everything that goes through the lymph nodes, through this web of these dendritics from these cells, pass through, and they're checked for identity. Okay, it's like any checkpoint. You check for your driver's license or for your ID, and then you say, sure, he's an American, or no, he's an illegal alien. He doesn't have documents. You separate that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the same thing. Cells have a way to tell immune cells whether they belong to that body or not. So let's say a bacteria goes through. The bacteria is going to be immediately identified, and the dendritic cells, what they do is they check the immune components of that cell. They don't do anything with it. They just check everything and call. Okay, you see, we have seen this guy has these characteristics, just like in a checkpoint. The police would call and say, look, you have a guy driving in 101 and going south and with a blue car, etc., etc., and somebody back there is going to stop them and put them in jail. Well, same here. They go through these dendritic cells and they identify, check the cell, and if it's a foreign or non-self cell, which cancer cells respond in the same situation,
Mm-hmm.
they're not recognized as self cells. They should be identified, tagged, and destroyed. Then they pass through and they immediately will tell the immune system something about that cell, and that cell is going to be localized and destroyed. Like everything else in life, dendritic cells tend to diminish in our lifetime. As we get older, we diminish them. Or as we do things to ourselves, as we were talking about diet or a lot of things that we still don't fully understand. The fact is that we get a reduction in those cells. So cancer cells and a lot of things can go through unidentified.
Mm-hmm.
So they can travel through the body, they can go to different organs. That's why cancer spread, okay, and nothing will happen. Well, what we do is we get those dendritic cells, we nourish them, we concentrate them, we make them more aggressive, and then they're given back into your body. Now, when they're given back into your body, they will locate in the lymph nodes, so you reestablish that web of surveillance, which is very important to keep you cancer free or keep the cancer from spreading to different organs. Now, out of that product that we get, we prepare little vials with small amounts of fluid that contains dendritic cells. So when you go home, you keep injecting them. And really the term vaccine is really colloquial because it looks like an allergy vaccine. So you inject little amounts of these cells every so often. So you keep repopulating these cells into your body weeks after you leave the hospital. That's the dendritic cell vaccine, and that's what you are trying to obtain with as a result with this product.